I know you've heard this verse from John chapter 10, where Jesus said, "The thief comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy, but I have come to give them life abundantly." It is often understood as a clear reference to the devil, but is that whom Jesus was calling thief when he made that statement? If we want to truly understand what Jesus meant in that moment, we have to look at the conversation that led up to it. This whole teaching is a direct confrontation that started back in John chapter 9. The conversation began when Jesus healed a man who was born blind. The religious leaders, which were the Pharisees, refused to accept the miracle. They condemned the healed man, and in a display of spiritual power abuse, they removed him from the synagogue. They stole his place in the community, and they destroyed his social standing. So when Jesus immediately follows this by launching into the teaching about the good shepherd and the thieves, he is addressing the immediate spiritual danger facing his people. Who are the ones trying to break in unlawfully? Who are trying to destroy the lives of the sheep? It was the shepherds, the religious experts who rejected Jesus. They used their authority to steal people's access to God, to kill their hope, and to destroy their lives through legalistic condemnation, just as they did to that blind man. Jesus is not just talking about an unseen spiritual enemy. He is talking about the very real human dangers posed by the false teachers and corrupt religious leaders who prey on the flock. They climb over the fence, they don't enter through him, which is the gate. The contrast is clear. The thief comes to steal, but Jesus, the good shepherd, comes to give life. A life so rich and satisfying that it is untouchable by the false teachers. Understanding this context is key. It changes the verse from a general warning about Satan to a pointed challenge about who to trust to guide our souls, because whomever you listen to affects your spiritual walk.